Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
All right, sister, this is going to be a short but sweet podcast episode today, but let's talk about all in. Everybody talks about being all in. Becomes this, a cool meme, a word that everybody says. Everybody talks about abundance and being grateful and being present, but like all in, what the fuck does all in mean? So let me give you a couple different examples. I'm all in my marriage. I'm all in my marriage. I'm all in. 3 years ago, I'm all fucking in. And it becomes more all in. I shouldn't say more all in, because all in is like a yes or no, right? It's like all in means this. I will do whatever it takes to get the result I want. It doesn't matter if it's fucking hard. It doesn't matter if I have excuses or reasons. Like, I will fucking do what needs to be done to get what I want, to get the result that I truly desire. And what I truly want and when my marriage is to get to deeper levels, more connection, more passion, like that this man, my king, my husband, Ed, is next to me, that we are working together to create the things we want in our life for each other, for our marriage, for our children, our family, for our businesses and our messages and our movements. All in. So all in looks like this in my marriage. We have date nights every single week without fucking fail. We've missed 5 or maybe 6 over the last 3 years, and mostly because of travel or somebody's sick, which is almost never. So mostly because of travel stuff. We are just simply, one of us is not here. Can't have the date nights, right? And sometimes we actually have 2. We're having 2 sometimes. Over the last 3 years, every single day, I have texted my husband to let him know what I honor, appreciate, and love about him. Even when he hasn't texted me back. And this is not a stab at my husband whatsoever. I've given him the space to get there. I will do whatever it takes, all fucking in. All in means also that Ed and I recently started going to see a marriage therapist. Now, I know some of you might hear this and you're like, what? And you guys in trouble? No, it's none of that. I mean, there are definitely times in our communication that we find that we're kind of repeating cycles, and we're like, you know what? We need to have an outside person to really see this, what we can't see right now. Our marriage is amazing compared to a year ago, 2 years, 3 years ago. It's fucking like night and day. From my roommate to my lover to the man that sometimes would just fucking annoy me and why can't you do stuff, and being that naggy kind of fucking wife and just on him a lot, to like, babe, you're so fucking powerful. I honor you. All fucking into my marriage. What does all look like in my body? Well, about 4 months ago, I was like, you know what? I really want to learn how to swim. Well, I mean, I could swim to save my life and kind of hack it, but never taken any kind of formal lessons. I'm like, I'm going to master front crawl. I'm going to fucking master that. I want to get really proficient about it. I live across the street from the ocean. I want to be stand-up paddleboarding this spring, this summer. And so that means that for me, at least, I want to be able to swim strongly in the water. I want to be able to do that. My children swimming lessons, I'm showing them. I'm in lessons right with them as well too. So all in means that when I first went into it, and for me it was like a scary thing, not that I'm really afraid of the water, but I realized that there were components of it that were very uncomfortable for me. So it's like, what do you mean you do bubbles in the water? I didn't even fucking understand what that meant. Don't I just hold my breath the whole time? Like, I had to get over this whole thing of like, well, I don't really float as well in the water because I've got a lot of muscles, and like, I can't do this and I can't do that, and this is so hard. And, I was like, you know what? I have to be all fucking in, and I need to just be open and present and listen to my swim coach and incorporating what she's telling me. And if I have a shitty day, I just keep on fucking going. So for example, today we were really working on the arm portion, right? The stroke part of it. So what does she call it? S stroke or something, but it's when your arm goes over top, you're doing front crawl and it moves through the water. It's kind of like an S, right? And then when it comes to the very end of that, I'm working on having that high elbow and then kind of lazy hand back in the water. And so a lot of things to think of, right? And as we broke that down, said, okay, well, let's just have you just do front crawl, incorporate this in. I'm like, cool. So I went and I'm just like, oh, it's not coming together. Started again. I'm like, oh, it's still not coming together. So I could have stayed in that place. And I talked to her about it. I was like, nothing's going to really coming together. Like, it just feels like off. And I'm looking at the clock, and we have about 3 minutes left in our lesson. She's got another private lesson coming up right after mine. And so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm all in. Let me just go. And I just went and I did it. Now, was it perfect? Nope. Willing to do whatever it takes. What do I need to do? I need to get out of my head, and I just need to swim and not think so much. And what she inevitably also said to me, she's like, well, you know what? As you're doing it, I can see that you're already incorporating it in. So you might not have to be thinking about it, because I got really in my head. I'm like, oh, I got to think of this and strong pull and then lazy hand and then high elbow. And I went there. I said, you know what? What's it going to take for me to end this lesson on a good note? Get out of my head. Just be in my body. Just relax. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. All in. All in. See, for you, sister, and for a lot of women around the world, and a lot of human beings around the world, they're not living their life all in. They're fucking half in. They're half-assing shit and wondering why they're not getting the results that they want. They want the all-in results, but they're unwilling to be fucking all in. They want to be all in when it's convenient for them, when it's comfortable. All in. I recently completed a 60-day fast with some different ketone products. It was fucking hard. And I thought it was going to be a cakewalk for me. I've done, now this is years ago, but I did a 7 or a 10-day fast. I eat a clean diet right now. I'm like, this will be easy. I already intermittent fast, which for me, that means that I eat between about 12 and 7 p.m., kind of that eating window. And I already don't eat in the mornings. I'm like, no problem. This will be fucking easy. Well, guess what? The one morning, now I'm starving. The very first morning. And I fucking like cussed and hollered and complained and like, this sucks. And I was like, you know what? I was like, okay, fine. I'm just going to go to bed early the first night because I started on Monday night. It's going to be Monday night, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and here we are now Thursday. No coffee, by the way, also. I'm like, oh, this is no big deal. It'll be fine. Fuck. And that first night, and I went to bed, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to wake up in the morning, and if I really don't feel like doing it, because, you know, a lot of the messages of like, I don't need to do this, and I don't want this, and like, what am I doing this for? And all sorts of resistance came up with this stuff. But then I woke up in the morning, yesterday morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm all in. I'm not going to fucking quit this. I am following through. I'm being uncomfortable because you know what? So many of the women just like you are going through uncomfortable shit. I need to experience that. I am all in for this experience so I can understand and remember what that's like. All in. So sister, here's my more tip for you today. Where do you need to go all in your life that you're not? You're expecting to have these amazing results in your life that you don't because you're not fucking all in. Where is that? Journal this and write that down. And here's the second piece of this. What is one step you can do today to begin to be all in? What is one step that you can do today to be all in? So, sister, 3 things I want to remind you of as we wind up this podcast. Number 1, if you don't already subscribe to the podcast, go ahead and do that right now on iTunes and leave a review. There's some hate reviews up there. Let's round it out with some love. So I would be honored and appreciate if you would leave a 5-star review and your words of what the podcast has really done for you. This is free, so this is your way to give back and help other women that'll be connecting with the podcast because they're going to read your review and you have the ability to actually inspire and fucking move them. All in. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, subscribe to the newsletter over at drkarenosborn.com, drkarenosborn.com. I'm going to send you some free gifts along with that. And number 3 is if you haven't already heard of the More Journal system, this is a way with your journaling that I give you journaling prompts here on the podcast that you'll be able to get results with your journaling every single day. It is a system that I created that I didn't even realize until so many of you said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, what do you mean? Just write. And then I went, oh shit, I actually have a system I didn't really realize. It works so well. And so I created something for you called the More Journal System, which are 3 videos to take you through the process. The videos that it will take you only about 30 minutes to watch all 3. And you'll be able to get results with your journaling every single day. So head over to drkarenosborn.com/how-to-journal and pick up one of those copies today. So I will talk on the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.